He's a rational investor, dividend digester. Saves some of his paycheck just like all his ancestors. Him looking for high yields, that's never the case. He's seeking 6% return. Slow and steady wins the race. We pay our debts in our currency that might be unfurled if it's no longer the reserve currency of the world. Confidence in the dollar is permanent. Just ask any scholar. People are exchanging their dollars for dog money. Dog money? Dog money. Dog money. We trading it in for dog money. Dog money. Dog money. Dog money. Dog money. I'm putting it all in dog money.
Yes, indeed. Some people are putting all of their money into dog money. Welcome to SirToshi's Bitcoin Chart Show. This is the Bitcoin forecast, the strength of the system, the health of the network, where we find out what's up with what is going down. Today's date is Thursday, the 4th of November, 2021. Let's begin and jump straight into these figures. Here we go, rock and roll. Starting from left to right, we've got Corecoin BTC, SegWit protocol, centrally owned, planned and controlled by Blockstream ever since they implemented SegWit on the 24th of August 2017, which brought it under their centralized control and crashed its fundamental value to zero, but that was always their intention anyway. Then we got Bcrash, again, centrally owned, planned and controlled by Roger Ver and his crony mates who tampered with the protocol over 6 months. Fisher Price Cash, what an absolute joke. And then we got Bitcoin. The original protocol goes right back to the Genesis block. It hasn't changed, making it the real Bitcoin, the true Bitcoin, the genuine Bitcoin, and the world's first and only ever digital commodity, backed by the value of data sovereignty, making it the most valuable commodity on earth. And look at that, yours for $168. And it's worth millions. Wow, amazing. Let's have a look at these figures then. So we've got on Corecoin, hash rate 98.1. Now one knows 94%, transactions 39.8. Oh, good to see them going down. Crypto Fights is back. Block size 1.4%. Bcrash, yeah, won't bother with that one, but let's get back onto Bitcoin. So we've got hash rate 0.4%, network nodes 0.8%, transactions though, look at that, winning 45% of the transactions, but 98.15% of the data flowing through the chain. It is absolutely phenomenal. So just going back to BTC, obviously BTC started out as Bitcoin, but it's no longer anymore. And we'll just let our favourite douchebag of Bitcoin, Pete McCormack, try and explain what's happened. So Pete, take the floor if you'd be so kind.
Bitcoin is so different now from when Satoshi was here.
Yeah, well, when Satoshi was here, Bitcoin was a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. How far away from that are we now?
It's a completely different project.
And what would Satoshi have to say about that?
It doesn't matter who Satoshi is anymore.
And what if he came back and said something like, what the hell do you think you're doing, effing up my project?
Even if Satoshi came back, I don't think he would just be immediately welcomed as having this God-given right to decide what happens with Bitcoin. I think he would have to earn his right back into the project.
Earn his right back into the project? I just thought he said it was nothing like Bitcoin. It's a completely different project, and it didn't matter who Satoshi Nakamoto was anymore. Why would he want anything to do with a project that is nothing like the one he created? That is Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. This makes no sense whatsoever. So in your opinion, what's this alternative project based on now then?
Bitcoin is built based on consensus now.
Consensus? Do you know what proof of work is? Do you understand the significance of a chain of signatures? Did you even bother to read the white paper? Blockstream implemented SegWit on the 24th of August 2017, segregating the signatures on the chain, meaning they were accountable to nobody, which brought it under their centralized control and turned BTC from a commodity into a security and crashed its fundamental value to zero. So what you just said is an absolute load of hogwash. But because you make me laugh, I'll let you have one more go at trying to convince me.
Project. Bitcoin is built based on consensus now.
Are you sure about that? Because it didn't sound like it to me. And let's get on to Bitcoin. So we'll just have a quick word with the inventor and creator of Bitcoin, Dr. Craig Wright, to find out his expectations for his own project. So Craig, tell us, what can we expect from Bitcoin?
I want Bitcoin not to go up to 10,000 or 100,000. I want it to be worth millions per Bitcoin.
But, well, you know, when you strip it all down to the bare bones, is that it?
That's it. And that's what we spend money for. Very simple.
Loving that. Oh, my goodness me. So, what can we expect from the future?
At InChain, we've just funded a number of universities doing, so far, a test up to 1 gigabyte because it validates what we've already done independently. We've tested up to 380 gigabyte blocks. We've tested 1 million transactions a second, and transaction sizes up to 20 megabytes. Super complex scripts, basically ones that can run operating systems. That's all of global commerce times about 50. On top of that, we can have complex scripts. On top of that, with payment channels, we can scale each of those transactions 1,000 times, which effectively means about 1 billion transactions per second, which means we can then have all derivatives, all complex trades. That means high frequency trading. It means everything that happens globally.
It means that sounds absolutely amazing. So let's have a look at these block sizes. But before we do that, we'll have our usual chat with Michael Saylor, who never fails to put me up in the morning. So Michael, welcome to the show. Tell us, what do you say to people like Pete McCormack who think that Bitcoin should be changed and tampered with and just messed around with?
I like Bitcoin the way it is.
Oh, so do we, Michael, so do we. But we really like it. How do you compete with that?
In fact, I love Bitcoin the way it is.
All right, mate, calm down. Well, you can't just leave it there. You're going to have to explain yourself. Tell us, what is it about Bitcoin that you love so much?
The way it's currently constructed, it is possible to put all $250 trillion of monetary energy.
Wow, $250 trillion of monetary energy. Where's that going to go?
In big blocks of encrypted energy on the blockchain.
They do sound like big blocks. What sort of numbers are we talking about?
Maybe the Bitcoin will be 1 million. You can probably calculate $10 million of Bitcoin or something.
Wow, $10 million per Bitcoin or something. I mean, how's it going to go and where's it going to fit?
Big blocks, $100 million chunks on the blockchain.
All right, I thought so. Well, let's have a look at these big blocks on the blockchain just for you then, Michael. Here we go, starting from the top. So, calling out the megabytes. Oh, look at F2 pool mining small blocks. Ugh, does my head in. Tau, look at that. 75, 117, 7, 19, 110, 3, 7, 332, 261, 91, 2, 14, 8, 291, 29, and 2. Let's have a look at these. Look at that. F2 pool mining's tiny blocks. Tiny blocks. And more F2. Look at that. Look, they're not adding any value to the network. They're literally just pissing around. Scooping up small blocks with no data in it. They're not actually helping progress the network in any way, shape, or form, which is a bit annoying. Fisher Price Cash, look at that Dutch mining all over that, but still struggling to get all of their blocks over a kilobyte, let alone anywhere near a megabyte. B Crash 1, 2 blocks over a megabyte. Well done, Roger. And Coolcoin, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 blocks out of a column of 30 under a megabyte. Dear oh dear, it's not looking good for them at all. Bitcoin hash rate by network, again, you know, this is based on a USD price, which is speculative and worthless, really. Proof of work by network, again, Coolcoin, Bcrash, Fisher Price Cash will fall into their own footprints because that's what Ponzi schemes do when they crash overnight. It's currently 5,849 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than it is Coolcoin, and it's 24% more profitable to mine on Coolcoin. Shows you the competition for Bitcoin. Yes, indeed. Daily average Bitcoin block size by network, again, Bitcoin absolutely smashing it. Transactions by network, yes, come on. Winning, yes. Crypto fight is back, baby. Come on. Transactions per block by network, Bitcoin winning. We'll have that. Daily average Bitcoin fees. This is fees USD, so USD is worthless and speculative anyway. Daily average Bitcoin fees by network. Satoshis, that's more like it. It's the Satoshis that are valuable. You want more of those. Look at that. Brilliant. Daily Bitcoin fee to block reward ratio again. So over time, this block reward ratio will get bigger and bigger as the block reward continues to get cut in half every 210,000 blocks, and the increased volume of transactions just simply increases the block fee. Absolutely phenomenal. Daily accumulated Bitcoin blockchain growth by network. Let's have a look at this proportionally. Look at that. Absolutely massive. That makes me laugh every time. And let's see how far we are in front. So that's 1 terabyte, 492 gigabytes. Wow, huge. Let's have a look at mining there quickly. Oh, interesting. We'll get to that in just a mo. Okay, here we go. Hash rate, global hash rate 7 days, global hash rate 24 hours. That should look like cool coins. They've got 98% of it. Yeah. B crash, again, absolutely no value, and in this network whatsoever. They've not even been hoodwinked by having the ticker symbol stolen, so they've got no excuse. Fisher Price Cash, absolutely hilarious. And Bitcoin, here we go, looking quite competitive, but yeah, look, trying to squeeze these shitcoin enterprises off the chain who are not adding any value to the network. But on it, I mean, there's more miners on there, so I'm guessing they're nefarious. But you know, they're by mining the genuine Bitcoin, they're actually losing out on 24% of dollar value, which is what all these shitcoiners do, just simply dollar worship, which leads on to price manipulation, which we will look at now in their short positions. Here we go. So this is Bitcoin. Oh, it looks like we've had a price pump, and it's sort of carried on sideways. So that was 171, and it dumped down to $150. Wow, $154, and now we're back up to nearly 170 again. You can't keep a good man down. Short positions are 90.4%. What a joke. Can you imagine shorting the Bitcoin that everybody loves so much and then longing an altcoin? It's hilarious. And so this is BTC, the altcoin. Here we go. Let's have a look at this. So number go out. That's just because USDC has been they printed $1.5 billion last month. Yeah, crazy when you think about it. So I mean, crikey, that's just under $200,000 a week. I'll be fine. Yeah, about that. It's crazy. Oh dear. It'd be more than that. Hold on, let me just work this out. Hold on. On a daily basis, got to get my head screwed on because it's early in the morning. Here we go. Calculator. 1.57 billion it was. Here we go. Let's get to that. Divided by, we'll do 30 days in a month. Multiply that by 7. Wow, so that's $366 million. $366 million a week. Oh, there's what they're printing. It's crazy. That's really quite funny. Anyway, the short ratio on this altcoin is only 1.3%. But that's, I suppose, because they know they've got USDC and USDT in their pockets, but they don't know that they're illegal. But is the entire system corrupt? I think it might be. You'll have to see how this plays out, really. Let's have a look at Bitcoin Blocks Live. Do we get to see this working live today? Because Crypto Fights is now back online. Let's have a look at these transactions coming through. 1.5 transactions per second. MetaNet up there. 70% of the transactions on MetaNet. Very good. So for any newbies watching this, the vertical rectangular blocks at the top of the screen are the transactions being recognized by the nodes on the network, and they're recognized instantly the moment they're broadcast, because Bitcoin is an ultra small world mandala network. And once the transactions are recognized by more than 50% of the nodes, they're then thrown into the memory pool, which is where they're competed for by miners and payment processors in order to create a block, put the transaction within a block, and then place the block on the blockchain, which is when they're rewarded with the Coinbase data, otherwise known as the block reward, otherwise known as freshly minted Bitcoin, along with the block fee. So we can see in this 1.98 gigabyte block, in the highlighted rectangular box below that, you can see the block height, who it was mined by, size, the time, the date, the transaction count, and total fees in the block. And that's the fees that will eventually surpass the block reward ratio. Loving that. Let's have a look at charts just quickly. Movers and shakers, D drive still out in front. And let's have a look at these global mining. It still blows my mind. Look at this. All this stemmed from just a 9-page white paper. All these constructs. This is the backbone to the new global financial system. The world's first ever commercial internet. Honestly, 4 to 7 transactions per second is absolutely hilarious. Let's have a look at BitInfo charts then. Oh yeah, so the transactions are coming back, but again, they're just transactions. It's not data volume is the important one. And for any newbies, again, you can log on to BitInfo charts and have a look at these over 3 months and 6 months, 1 year, etc. You know, we are coming for you. Bitcoin is gonna absolutely smash it. Scaling test network. Oh, look at this. So still a 4 gigabyte block on the scaling test network and 19,308 transactions per second. Yeah, and this is on the scaling test network. We've already seen 50,000 demonstrated by shadows. Amazing. And Bitcoin BSV data protocols have a data size meta ID. Oh, it's going down a bit, but 12.5 gigabytes on a 24-hour period. That's absolutely huge. Applications. Let's just have a quick look at crypto fights when that comes up. Daily transactions 59,336. Wow. Data size 94 megabytes. Very good. Very good. Trends.cash, so what's this? Apps ranking by money spent. RelayX, absolutely storming out in front. Absolutely storming it. And then apps ranking by performed actions. So Run, Protocol, and Crypto Fights is back. Yes, indeed, Crypto Fights is back online. Loving that. Loving that. Crypto Quant, oh, look at that. Look at that. Exchanges cashing out. So the last date was 27th of October. So we'll see what that looks like in a few days' time as well. Ooh, look at that. Look at the gap there between the price and the exchanges cashing out. That is all USDC, like fake money printing. It's a huge bubble. It's a huge bubble. Dear, oh dear. And what's on chain? Let's have a look at this. So transactions over 24 hours, 266,343. Crypto Fights is back, baby. Yes, indeed. Joho's memory pool, so they've taken out Bitcoin but just left a core coin BTC there. Look at this. Man, look at it all over the shop. People don't know when they're going to receive their transactions because they've implemented replace by fee, restricted the block size, told people not to use it, developed a second layer solution, which is an absolute load of crap. They're just simply destroying Bitcoin, but we know that's their intention anyway. But you know, shitcoin is shit for brains. Good luck trying to explain that to them. So we can see the effect that it's had on TX Street right now. Let's have a look at this. Median fee on Corecoin, $74. Add that to every cup of coffee that you get and every high frequency trade your high frequency trading company does. And Ethereum, $14.53, the median ETH transfer fee on every transaction. Absolutely hilarious. Good grief. M1 money supply, so we know that there was $140 billion in 1960, but by 2010 that had risen to $2 trillion, and then by 2020 that had risen to $4 trillion, and then all of a sudden overnight it's literally lifted off to $20 trillion. There is literally no justification for any level of money printing like this unless you're planning on bribing a particular portion of the population to look the other way while you depopulate the planet. And if you're wondering why they're going around trying to jab everybody, that's the reason. Right there. You think I'm joking? CoinGecko, $169, almost back. Do we get to like it? Oh, yeah, feeling good. 72%. Loving that. Bipping, let's just have a look at the money flow per hour and the number of countries. So $3.83, number of countries 60. Very good, very good. The morning run, so trade volume 19,605. Stay away from this, people. Move fast and break stuff does not mean breaking the law, of which all these shitcoins are doing. So we've had 341,382 purchases of Bitcoin over the last 24 hours. Very good. Let's have a look at the depth chart on Livecoin Watch. So price trending sideways. Depth chart at 8.7 million bids versus 8.4 million asks. Both those numbers are going north. Very good. Let's have a look at Bitcoin versus USD over 2 days. Oh, well, yeah, looking good, looking good. Corecoin versus USD. Oh, trending sideways and down a little bit. And Bitcoin versus Corecoin. Come on. Come on. It looks like we're taking the lead. We'll have that. We'll take that. And the entire coin go. Oh, look, it's gone up by I think there was like 2.7 trillion yesterday. Now it's 2.8. So that's gone up by, is that 800? Is that 8 billion? Or 2.7 trillion. So 2 trillion 700 billion. Yeah, so 800, so it's gone up by 100 billion. Jeepers. 100 billion has gone up, like literally overnight. I mean, they're just pumping this full of absolute crap. Pumping all these shitcoins up, desperately trying to do all they can to suppress Bitcoin, you know. God, I really hope they get what's coming to them, honestly, for what they've done. None of these data protocols have got any fundamental value whatsoever, and now I realise that they knew this right from the beginning, just making up all this shit and then pumping it with the money that they print, because nobody's keeping a record of any of the off-balance sheet transactions that they're doing. It's outrageous. I mean, yeah. I think I know what's going to happen, but whether it will or not, I don't know, but I've got my fingers crossed and I hope it does. Twitch, here we go. That's a funny one. Let's have a look at Twitch new users over a 24-hour period. Here we go. Check it out. New users 23. All right, very good. And Ruth Eastman's epic tweet. Where are we now? Yep, 1,122. I like that every day. Are they going to? Oh, they're going to leave it there. Let's check out our man SirToshi. How is he doing? Oh, changed his picture there. 91,000. 91,500. That's huge. Are they just simply going to let his followers rip? Loving that. You can't keep a good man down. Brilliant stuff. Loving that. Let's have a look at stablecoin printer that's not very stable about reporting on supply prints. So Binance USD. What's this? USDC. 9 hours ago. $156 million. Good grief. What's this? November 3rd. Tether just printed $1 billion again. That has got to be reported. That has got to be. I'll do that in just a minute. Oh my goodness me. Let's have a look at whale alerts. Here we go. Over a 24-hour period. Let's see if there's see what's been moving and stuff. 7 hours. What's this? Large amounts of ETH transferred from unknown wallet to unknown wallet. BTC transferred from Zappo to Coinbase. Why would you put it on Coinbase? You can't do anything well. Yeah. Trade, I suppose. Look at this. Huge amounts of ETH being transferred to Binance. From Binance to unknown wallet. Oh dear, oh dear. Dear, oh dear. People are, yeah, we know what's coming. And look at this. 62 million transferred from Coinbase to unknown wallet. Another 62 million. All this money. All this money. What would you do with all that money? $62 million transferred in one transaction. Oh my goodness me. Transferred from Coinbase to unknown wallet. So they're trying to take it off the exchange though. 62 million. More 62 million. This huge amounts of money. What's this 62 million? Somebody must have decided how many transactions they want to do and how many Bitcoin they had. Look, 62 million. 62 million. That's a conspiracy if ever I had one. 188 million. 209 million. These are huge movements. Transferred from unknown wallet to Coinbase. Why on earth would you want to put your money on Coinbase? You know? Shitcoin is shit for brains. Got in early. Don't really understand what they're doing. More. $61 million. $206 million. Oh my god. That is crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness. 16 hours. Is any more? 18 hours. 124 million. 333 million. Oh, that's USDT. Good grief. 187 million. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. We're at 19 hours. 21 hours. That's 1,200 BTC. 80 million. Oh my goodness me. Oh my. And what are all these people doing with their money apart from sitting on it, hodling it, doing absolutely nothing? Not adding to the economy, not doing nothing, nada. All being pumped by USDC and USDT, who, you know, funnily enough, the people who are pulling the strings are the same people who own the Federal Reserve as well, who are just simply printing money hand over fist. It's absolutely outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. Bitcoin is the only place where it can go because nothing else really holds any value because all the other shares are dependent on dollars going in because, you know, that's it. Good grief. Right, well, that was quite entertaining today anyway. There we go. Hope you enjoyed the show and I'll catch you guys later. Get paid for posting your pics on Relica. Download the app now at www.getrelica.com. Get your tweet etched on Twitch, forever on the Bitcoin blockchain. Do it today at www.jointwitch.com. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Support independent content creators on micropayment platforms such as Streamanity, Twitch and Relica. We should profit from our data, not the large corporations who track, monitor and sell it. If you enjoy the Bitcoin content that I produce, please support me by heading over to www.sirtoshi.tv, where you can keep up to date with all the latest news, gossip and content as it's created. Thanks very much. To get started in Bitcoin, go to freebsv.com, where you can claim your free Bitcoin. Then head over to Twitter and follow @IamSatoshi, where you can take part in his very generous and world famous free giveaways. The future of advertising meets the power of Bitcoin at Tonic Pow. Get paid for posting advertising campaigns to your social media profiles. Go to www.tonicpowads.com.